Hello friends, Namaskar. My name is Dr. Drameypusalkar and I am a consultant psychiatrist in Thane. Today I'm going to talk about what are hallucinations. Hallucinations in schizophrenia. So hallucinations are perception of an object when in fact the object is not present in reality. It is like a false perception. So for example, imagine you and your friend have gone out for lunch and you sit down at a hotel on a table, and there you ask your friend for a glass that is in front of you. Now you see a glass which is full with water. You can see and appreciate the shape of the glass, the color of the glass, but your friend suddenly, when asked, says, "What glass? क्या बात कर रहा है? यहाँ पे glass नहीं है." So now you're baffled, you're confused that you are seeing that thing, but your friend isn't. Okay, so this is one example of hallucination. This is a type of a visual hallucination. Here, your brain makes an image of the glass and you are able to see it, but your friend obviously doesn't see it because the image that has been made is in your brain and it's not in the objective reality. So another popular example of hallucination is from the movie Lage Raho Munna Bhai. You must have all seen that movie. In that, Mr. Sanjay Dutt starts seeing Mr. Mahatma Gandhi. And whenever he wants Mr. Mahatma Gandhi's help, he calls Mr. Mahatma Gandhi and he appears in front of him. And only he is able to see him and no one else is able to see him. So that is a sort of or a way of showing hallucination, but that for entertainment purposes has been a little modified. See friends, hallucinations are not voluntary. मतलब hallucination जब होता है तो वो हमारी मर्जी से नहीं होता है, वो कभी भी होता है, कभी कभी वो हमेशा होता रहता है. So it is not under our control. And in schizophrenia, hallucination is a very prominent symptom. What happens is a patient of schizophrenia hears sounds, voices, or some people talking to each other, and it appears or it actually feels to him or her that the sound is real, like the way I am talking to you, or like the way my sound is coming out of your screen. So they get confused. So what happens is they start ascribing that sound to some person. Now that person may be familiar, maybe a family member, maybe a friend, maybe neighbor, maybe anyone. If they are not able to ascribe it, there is a lot of anxiety and mind doesn't process that much of anxiety. So these kinds of associations are formed. So in schizophrenia particularly, the hallucinations that are experienced by people are some voice which is talking, a voice talking about the person, a voice that is commanding the person, a voice that is abusing the person. There are a group of people who are talking amongst themselves or talking about the person, describing the person. So all these things are happening in schizophrenia, and the person who is suffering from schizophrenia feels and hears those sounds and voices as if they are real. They are coming from an objective place from outside, and not, he doesn't realize that it is actually being made in the brain itself. Now, here is a situation. Here's a patient with schizophrenia in a room, and there is a family member in the room. Now, the person with schizophrenia starts hearing derogatory language about him. Now, here he is confused, enraged because of the content of that voice, and now he looks around and there is only one person in that room, and very naturally or logically he ascribes that hallucination or the voice coming from outside is being spoken by that family member, and then he can become enraged, he can confront, or there can be a fight, and so on and so forth. And that's the role that hallucinations play in schizophrenia. Okay, friends. In fact, there are different kinds of hallucinations. To name a few: auditory hallucinations, which means hearing sounds which are not there; visual hallucinations, seeing things which are not real; and tactile hallucination, feeling touch of someone or something which is actually not happening, and many more. So, as many as there are sensory modalities, modes of perceptions, the five senses, as much there are hallucination, and in fact more. Okay, friends. So I hope you like the explanation. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel.